Hey, this is Russ. I am on my way back. From the Prospect Heights Trail. We got the sun facing us now. This might be a tough video to see for you guys. We're doing some type of tree maintenance. You can hear the chainsaws going. So yeah, this ride going there and going back.
Turn right onto East Town Boulevard. Turn left onto North Lake Arlington Drive. Turn right onto North Lake Arlington Drive.
Okay, this thing is taking me in the wrong direction here. Oh look.
Continue onto East Town Boulevard.
Oh, okay. This is the Lake Arlington. Yeah, we're not gonna do this. I've done this before. Yeah, there's a lake there and all, but hey, you know what? Too many walkers are slow. So I'm not doing it. I don't know why this map told me to turn
right onto North Lake Arlington Drive.
Maybe I just turned too early. That's probably it. It's probably my own fault. Usually it's the case. Yeah, okay, this is better. Yeah, turned too early. Tried to blame the map for that. My own mistake. They always say, blame the other guy, never blame yourself. That's not good. Yeah, Lake Arlington, it's good if you're a walker. Not so good if you're a bike rider, because the walkers get in your way over there.
Turn right onto West Palatine Road.
All right. We're back on Palatine Road again. This is the one with the divided highway. But again, we're on the more protected area. So it's really not so bad riding on this. Looks bad. See all these cars, it doesn't look too good, but we're protected pretty well. Yeah, of course, somebody could come on this part of the road and then run you over, and that's possible too. So yeah, going out is a good thing. I feel so much freer when I'm out than being stuck in the house. $1,568 miles. 2568 miles. What did I say? 15? 2,568 miles. So yeah, as far as tires are concerned, you know you're going to use them up. I always wonder, what do we do with the used tires? It's kind of like, you know, car tires. You can't just dump them in the garbage. Where do you recycle those things? Keeping them doesn't do you any good. Alright, good thing there's cars in front of me, because we got to take this left turn just like them. Brakes are doing pretty well. So the hydraulic brakes is a pretty good thing. Good positive feel. The hand brakes, the hand levers, I should say. It's an easy adjustment too. So yeah, I'm glad I did the upgrade. It's not a cheap upgrade, but it makes life easier. Okay, here's another thing I ordered. I ordered another headlight. As you know, I have my headlamp attached to my bike, the one that I use when I go fishing. It's not a very powerful light. It's blinking, but it's very dim. And the original headlamp that comes with, or I should say the headlight that comes with the bike, it's okay, but it's not extremely bright either. But of course, the one I use for fishing on my head, it's even less. So I wanted a blinking light. So I think having that as a separate piece will be better. So I might mount that. I might mount that on the basket, on the front edge of the basket over here, which will bring it closer to the original headlight, and then take off that one that I use for fishing. Now that one's pretty bright. I ordered that. It comes with a tail light too. Yeah, I have a tail light, but I'll put it on since you have it. I just want more visibility, because I see a lot of these other bike riders that have flashing headlights. You really notice them quite a bit as they're coming towards you. And for me, the safety is more important. I think the headlamp was like $29, and you gotta pay shipping and tax and all that. I don't know what that comes out to be. $35, $37, $38, I think it was, something like that. Everything keeps adding up. But, you know, for a safety purpose, I think you pay the money for it. You have to do that. That's why these bikes is not cheap. It just, everything just keeps adding up to it, because you keep finding things you want to put on the bike. I mean, people put like turn signals too. That would be kind of cool, but none of them actually have that great of reviews, and it's a hassle to have to keep remembering to click the turn signal, turn it on, turn it off, that type of thing. So I just use my hand signals. But the headlamp, or the headlight, and the tail light, those are kind of important. I have those on right now. I have, in bright sunlight, I have my lights on. I have the flashing one that's on. It's kind of dim. I have the rear light on that's flashing, the tail light.
Turn right onto East Thomas Street.
It's right here. I would have done a hand signal, but everyone was stopped, and do a hand signal when you're trying to brake. That's kind of hard to do. I just make sure I have eye contact with the drivers so that they know that I'm there, and I know that they know that I'm there. Sometimes that's the best you can do. Yeah, so heading back is a different path, slightly different path than coming here, or going to the Prospect Heights Trail. Yeah, it's really not cold. It's a little chilly, but it's not cold. I'm just trying to enjoy the ride as much as I can, because I know I'm limited. I don't have that much more opportunities. is coming. So let's talk about leaves. You know, every village has a leaf pickup set up that if you rake your leaves out onto the street, the city will come by and pick up your leaves. Well, next week is the last pickup date for us, and our trees still have all the leaves on the tree. So how is that all going to fall within a week? It's not. I kind of feel that they should adjust the pickup times based on the weather. If the weather doesn't make the leaves go down, and you still maintain the pickup times that you set from last year, that's not good. But what are we supposed to do with the leaves? And the only thing you can do then is bag it and then deal with it that way. But gee, sure would be better if they just adjusted it by, say, 2 weeks. This happens every year. Every year we notice that the pickup is always earlier than we need it to be. The final pickups, that is. So that's not good. Anyways, this year, somebody put on the Nextdoor app. Do you guys use the Nextdoor app? A local kid who's a little entrepreneur said that he would help people rake their leaves if you need his help for any price. So he never named his price, but he said he would do it. Yeah. I might take him up on it. I might ask the guy to help me out. You know, with the bad knee and everything, it's not that easy to bend over and do things. You know, I would help him at the same time, speed him up a little bit. I would blow it and just have him help move the leaves to the street level.
Turn left onto Westmont Avenue.
But, we'll see. But it's nice to know that there's help. If kids did that all the time, yeah, it would be a lot easier. Yeah, if the local kid were to cut my grass, that would be good too. Right now we pay for a lawn service that cuts our grass, but that guy's getting higher and higher in price every single year. I had to find an alternative, but can't find a good alternative. But hey, if a local kid were to say, you know, I cut your grass for X amount of money for the whole summer, I'd consider it. I remember my neighbor, when I was growing up, my neighbor across the street, he did that. He mowed some lawns, and then neighbors would pay him to mow the lawn. For us, my brother and I mowed our lawn, but we also mowed our grandparents' lawn. My grandparents lived about 2 blocks, block and a half maybe, from us. So after we were done cutting our grass, we would just push our lawnmower to my grandparents' house and then cut their grass. And my grandmother would always give me some cookies or some candy as a reward for cutting the grass.
Turn right onto North Kennicott Avenue.
I will say that the cookies sometimes were a little stale, and they were kind of cheap candies. But hey, I'll take a little reward. Little things you remember, things that fond memories, right? All right, are we gonna make this light? What do you think? It's green now. Will it still be green by the time we get up there? What do you think? think we're gonna make it. Yep, we made it. So, anyways, GoPro seems to be holding up. I switched out the batteries on our trip going back, and I didn't give the GoPro any rest. I've been recording the entire time, going there, coming back. Seems to be holding up. Of course, we're not in like 90-degree weather or something like that. That might be another story then, but at least in this weather, I think the GoPro is holding up pretty well for not being shut down based on thermal issues. Of course, it is a different battery in there now. It's a second battery you put in there. So I pedal some, I throttle some today.
Turn left onto Alexandria Street.
I think
turn right onto North Verde Drive.
If I was riding more in the last couple of weeks, I would be able to pedal
turn
more.
Turn left onto Cambridge Street.
But I haven't been riding that much in the last couple of weeks, so my ability to ride long distances are tougher now. So how about you guys? I know there's a number of you guys who have bikes or e-bikes out there. Put a comment below. Let me know what your weathers are and how far you're willing to ride until you finally say, that's it. At that temperature, I'm not going out anymore. What is your bottom line? Somebody asked me that recently, and I said, probably for me, I would say 60 degrees. I think I would say I would go out still up to about 60 degrees. Beyond 60 degrees, I feel a little cold and prefer not to. I've done 52 degrees, but I felt really chilly. I prefer not to do that. So let me know, put a comment. How cold would it have to be before you finally hang it up?
Turn left onto Anderson Drive.
Stop for FedEx. FedEx has got a time crunch. He's got to get somewhere. All right. Anyways, I appreciate you guys following along. I don't know if I'm heading out again tomorrow or not. I don't know if this is our last ride or not our last ride. I've been saying that for the last couple of weeks. To the point where people are thinking, okay, he's not riding anymore. Then I go back out and I ride some more. Let's put it this way. If the weather hits to 60 or so degrees, I may go back out. If the weather doesn't, I may not. I think that's how I have to look at it. And we're not going to fancy places anymore. We're just hanging around town. But better to go out than not go out. If you like the video, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and I will talk to you guys next time.